Subscribe to Drama YT and press the bell icon to get the latest videos first of the all. Hey guys, how are you? It's K2 and welcome back to Drama YT. In this video, I will be counting down my top 10 Chinese historical dramas with funny and romantic stories. As always, do check the description box for more information. Just give this video a like and do comment below that which drama list you want to watch next. And now let's get to it. Number 10. Young Blood. A story that takes place during turbulent times when the Northern Song and Western Xia were at war. Six young individuals undergo training to become spies in order to defend their country. During the reign of Emperor Renzong of the Song, the prosperous glimmer of Northern Song is clouded by looming danger. Spies have infiltrated the capital to gather intelligence and to weaken the political court of the imperial family. In order to end the war, a group of young heroes undergoes rigorous selection and training. Yuan Zhongshin is crafty, street smart, and has friends in low places. Zhao Jian is astute and a natural leader. Wang Quan is well-read, intelligent, and never lies. Xiao Jing is the peacemaker who often goes undercover. Xu Ying is the great fighter who comes from a military family. Wei Yanei is well-connected due to his status as the great commandant's son. Despite their disparate backgrounds and personalities, the six begin to grow as a team through numerous life and death missions. Number 9. Handsome Siblings. The story of twin brothers who got separated at birth but grew up to be supreme martial artists. Raised to take revenge on each other, they soon find themselves becoming good friends. Together they vow to take martial arts world by storm and search for their true identities. Jiang Xiaoyu, better known as Xiaoyuar, was raised by the 10th grade villains in the Villains Valley. He was trained and brought up to think that he will be the top villain in the martial arts world. Over the years, he has learned many tricks and becomes a mischievous prankster, though with a good heart. Once he was ready to leave the Villains Valley, he meets Hua Wuxiu, who he doesn't know is actually his twin brother. Hua Wuxiu grew up in Yehua Palace under the care of Princess Yayu. Princess Yayu had a one-sided love for his father, Jiang Feng, and wanted to take revenge on him. Thus, she separated the twins at the birth and raised them with the hopes that they would become enemies and fight each other to death. Separately, Jiang Beihei, who was once a servant of Jiang Feng, teams up with his own son, Jiang Yulang, in a conspiracy that might ruin the entire martial arts world. Hua Wuxiu and Xiaoyuar team up together to try and take him down. Number 8. The Eternal Love. Mu Liangsheng, the 8th prince of Dongyu, is forced to marry Shu Tanra, who was already in love with Mu Liangsheng's elder brother, Mu Yihuai. Shu Tanra tries to commit suicide before the wedding can take place. Instead of dying, Shu Tanra wakes up with the soul of Xiaotan, a real estate agent from the modern times, in her body. Every time one of them falls unconscious or tells a lie that is incompatible with the feelings they hold in their heart, the soul in control of Shu Tanra's body switches. Although Shu Tanra's body has the same outer appearance as the Xiaotan's original body, their souls are distinct and their personalities are very different. While Shu Tanra is quiet and refined, Xiaotan is loud, mischievous and bold. Shu Tanra's history with his elder brother Mu Yihuai and her different personalities raise Mu Liangsheng's suspicion even more. But he soon falls in love with Xiaotan. Xiaotan tries every method she can think of to return to her own time. But nothing seems to work. Can Xiaotan ever get back to the modern world? Number 7. Maiden Homes. It is the 6th century CE and the Shi Kingdom and is what is now Eastern China and is a land at war. The young teenage prince Xiao Yanzi, a prodigal young military talent, is sent to ward off a force of invaders. Although he makes a valiant effort, his army is ultimately ambushed and defeated in a decisive battle. An opportunist foe at the imperial court takes advantage of the situation, forcing Pei Yanzi to step down as the head of the army and manages to get a young subservient candidate to take the throne. Pei Yanzi then feels that he was betrayed. He wants to get to the bottom of the intrigue and goes undercover to investigate, pretending to be a commoner to help him work undetected. On his quest for the truth, he meets a remarkably smart and resourceful young female detective named Shushi. Together they form a close bond. Then they team up with the two other quick-witted young sleuths and make a joint bid to discover the scale of the scheming that has undermined the imperial palace. Number 6. Under the Power. In the final years of reign of Jiangxing Empire during the Ming Dynasty, Louis of Zinwei is commissioned to investigate the disappearance of the funds that have been set aside for river repairs in Yangzhou. He is assisted by Wang Jinxia of the Liushmen. The two accidentally become involved in a conspiracy. The talented female constable, Wang Jinxia, gets into a disagreement with the hot-tempered Zinwei Louis over a case that they are both involved in. Jinxia thought that she would never encounter Louis again in this lifetime, yet fate has its way of bringing two people back together. Government funds have been stolen and Jinxia receives orders to assist Louis in his investigation. Number 5. The Romance of Tiger and Rose. Having finally sold a TV series script, aspiring screenwriter Chen Shaoxian soon falls under the scrutiny of the male lead, who refuses to act out the role. Vying to make her script successful, she starts rewriting, but while taking a nap, she is transported into her own story, becoming the third princess, Chen Shanshan, a side character killed off in the third episode by the male lead, Prince Han Shuo. Armed with the knowledge of her own script, Shaoxian is determined to stay alive and find her way back home. Number 4. Ashes of Love. 4,000 years ago, when Jinmi was born, her fate was already sealed. She is to be a prisoner in Xuzing. Jinmi's mother, Zifen, a flower deity, abandons her for the afterlife. Near death, Zifen feeds her infant daughter the unfailing pill and orders her subordinates to keep her identity a secret from Jinmi. 4,000 years later, Zhu Feng, the second son of the Heavenly King and the fire deity, is caught in an enemy trap, leading him to Xuzing, where Jinmi comes to his rescue. Over the following century, these fated souls find comfort in one another. Number 3. Story of Yanxi Palace. In the 18th century Beijing, during the 6th year of Qianlong's reign, Wei Yingliu enters the Forbidden City as their embroider to investigate the truth behind her older sister's rape and murder, believing that the Imperial Guard Fusha Fuheng to be the prime suspect. Yingluo schemingly approaches her sister, Empress Fusha Rongin, and is transferred to work as her maid. However, the kind-hearted Empress quickly takes a liking to Yingliu's street-smart and plucky attitude, teaching her to read and write, becoming her benefactor, while Fusha Fuheng falls in love with her and supports her investigation. Realizing that the Fusha siblings are innocent of the crime, Yingluo moves her attention to the other people in the palace in hopes of finding the perpetrator, all while protecting the Empress from the harem's conspiracies as she rises through the ranks. Number 2. The Story of Minglan. Set in the Northern Song Dynasty, this story follows Zheng Minglan, an unfavored concubine born sixth daughter of an official. After losing her mother at a young age, Minglan is then raised by her parental grandmother. Growing up, she learns to hide her true genuine self and use crafty and cunning methods in order to survive the tough conditions where family members are plotting against each other and where no actual family love exists. She then meets Gu Tengye, the second son of a rich marquis household who is supposed to inherit wealth from both the parents and a noble title. Unlike Minglan, Gu Tengye is straightforward with his actions and never hides his true self, causing him to fall victim to all the planning and plotting against him, where he ends up losing everything. Minglan and Gu Tengye join forces, and through cunning schemes and daring endeavors, they both rise in position and work to obtain justice from those that have wronged them. Number 1. Joy of Life. Fan Xian grew up in a small town by the sea with his grandmother. After an unexpected visit from a poison master, his peaceful life becomes filled with hardships and even danger. He becomes skilled in medicine, the art of poison creation, the martial arts. Needing to discover more about his mysterious mother, he heads for the capital. There he sets out on an adventure of discovery filled with political intrigue, new marvels, and deeply buried family secrets. More importantly, he determines his purpose in life and finds true love along the way. So that was it guys, the video ends here. I hope you have liked this video. If you have watched the video till here, give this video a like and subscribe to Drama YT. And yet you guys have not followed me on the Instagram handle, which is right in front of you. It is called dramayt.k2. Follow me there as well. And I will see you later as always. Your K2. Love, peace and hugs. It's been a pleasure.